Hello, I'm GamesRadar features editor David Horton. I'm here with Games Master Magazine editor Joel Gregory.
Hello.
To discuss the news today, the further news today on the other Walking Dead game that you'd probably forgotten about.
Yeah.
Previously announced as coming from Starbreeze, who obviously known from the Darkness, Chronicles of Riddick, Syndicate, Brothers, etc. And Payday dev Overkill, coming out 2016. Series creator Robert Kirkman has said at the SXSW convention that the game will be like Payday but with a bigger world. Now, Joel, is there even room for another Walking Dead game with Telltale doing it so damn well?
Possibly, but I fear that anyone trying to make one is going to be struggling very much. I mean, Telltale's Walking Dead is obviously angled down a very specific direction. It's, graphic novel-esque. It's interaction minimal in as much as its QTEs and dialogue choices. But it is so brilliant that it casts a big shadow over anything game-related that even has Walking Dead in the title. I don't know. There possibly is room for a very survival-orientated Walking Dead experience, because ultimately, even in Telltale's game, you don't really have to fight to survive. It's more about group dynamics. It's more about managing the people you're there with. So maybe if you made a kind of survival horror-esque take on The Walking Dead, possibly. I don't think there's room for Payday meets The Walking Dead, because I think at that point, it's not a Walking Dead game. It's just an FPS with some zombies.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing that the Telltale games get right is that they're not very gamey in some traditional ways, but the best zombie fiction, especially The Walking Dead, is about relationships, and they nail that. I mean, surely that's going to fall apart as soon as you put a focus on guns.
I think so, and that's why I say, even if they make a good game, and they might, these are developers with some heritage. Payday's a very good game. They might make a very good co-op zombie FPS. That's perfectly fine, but I don't think it's going to have the feel of the Walking Dead games. I don't think it's going to be the kind of thing that a Walking Dead fan will play to get their Walking Dead hit. No. I think they might just play it if it's a good game because it's a good game, but ultimately that's kind of a crowded genre already. You're looking at things like DayZ, H1Z1, there's a lot of first-person multiplayer survival games out there, a lot, and they come in kind of different flavours and different viewpoints and stuff like that, so I think it's a space that's crowded already, and I think that there's difficulty making a licensed game that isn't going to look, weak in comparison, I suppose. Even if the genre is different, I think, you're going to have two products out there on shelves that people can play with The Walking Dead in the title. One is brilliant, and the other one is almost certainly going to be less brilliant, even if it's very good.
Okay, thanks, Joel. That's where we are with this one right now. Obviously, all further development of this and every other story that matters will hit GamesRadar. So keep that internet dial tuned to GamesRadar Plus.
That was a pretty sweet video, right? If you want to see more, go to GamesRadar's YouTube page over here. Or if you want to read, maybe up your game a little bit, go to GamesRadar.com.